Just have to get the link up and everything, start setting it out, and then go from there. So just have to give me a second right now. Right here for whenever, or if people decide to show up, not whenever. I'm not big enough to be able to go, yep, these people will show up, or this many will show up. I don't have that kind of following. Yeah, just give me a minute to send it all out, so I'm sorry. Hey Joyful! Hey Jamie! It's all going good. I'm sending out links right now. If you guys are willing to send some links out as well, I'd greatly appreciate it, because you guys know how good this game is. Hey TD! Thank you guys for showing up so fast. That was insane how fast you guys showed up. It hasn't even been 2 minutes. Thank you for joining in so quickly. One thing I want to say that I forgot to bring up last stream is that I don't know what's going to happen. Hey Dutch! People seem to really like this. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm in for. I have no idea what characters are going to show up, so which means I have no idea what voices are going to be created. But one good thing to be able to note right now is that I'm able to talk louder. I can be more like me, so I'm happy. Hello Major. My parents have gone on a trip, which means the house is all to myself, so I get to be me, I get to be loud, I get to have fun, I get to laugh, I get to be fucking freaked out. So let's just jump right back in. Thank you very much, Mr. Moore. Alright, so last chapter, which was the last. I'm gonna maybe try to do 1 chapter per stream. I'll see what you guys think of that. But we dealt with Shimio, which was the leader of the Bee family cult that made everyone in the cult, including himself, kill themselves. Thank you as well, Joyful. And he turned into a spirit that used human bodies as beehives. Yeah, like he would drill holes into people and turn them into beehives. So this game is a little fucked. Talk. Bee family strikes back. We're done with the Bee family. Are you retiring to bed? I have to try to remember what voice I gave her. Good night. Chapter 2, Shimio, end. Looks like a copy of... Yeah, a couple of people have said it kind of looks like a Resi thing. It's been 3 days since Shimio's defeat. Mashida and Sho have left, leaving only Christy and I at the mansion. We've not had any new mark bearers arrive, nor any new info on any spirits. Yeah, I'm done fast. Gotta go fast. Death's footsteps keep drawing closer. And that's we met Christy in the woods at the last one. She was planning to kill herself, but she's not going to. But the thing is that the last chapter's ghost isn't what gave her the mark. And I've still got mine, so yay! Good work, Lady Christy and Lord Rivers. Did you obtain any clues? No, nothing really. I'd hoped, but... I see. Lady Saya's study seemed optimal to contain something of interest. Christy and I just finished investigating Sayo Kujo's study. It had been full of mountains of specialized books and piles of reports. It was a daunting task, but we did our best to search through them regardless. Except it was all futile. Everything was about healing the spirit. Nothing mentioned the mark at all. Oh, crap. What voice did I give her? Oh, no! Oh, I completely forgot to check. Can you guys hear me? I probably should have checked that, but I'm going to just ask now. Can you guys hear me? I completely forgot to ask. I had to hear more of your different voices again. Yeah, it will be interesting. Good, good. I was worried because I've had a stream before where I didn't realize that my mic wasn't working for 40 minutes of the hour stream. But does anyone that saw the last stream remember what voice I gave her? Was it like a, "Hey, Mr. Rivers"? Was it something like that? I can't remember. Hey, Mr. Rivers. Don't you think it's useless to keep searching the mansion? Do you have any other ideas then? Well, remember what I said about the H Shrine? I forgot. What? You lost that memory? Yeah. It's in the forest by H Castle. I was thinking, maybe the shrine is connected to all this spirit stuff. Oh, you forgot! Shut up! That's what Shimio's note said, right? Everything happening in the forest is a divine wrath of the H Shrine. Then you think the mark and the spirit activity are because of this divine wrath? It's definitely a possibility. Disasters happen in many ghost stories and myths because of the wrath of gods. Isn't there value in looking into it? Who knows? But maybe... Yeah, maybe. Exactly what I expect from you. Always so quick on the uptake. Christy is brimming with confidence. She seems in a much better mood than she was 3 days ago. Is that voice that I'm giving her any, like, close at all to what I gave her? Please let me know. She's a famous reporter after all, so maybe this is what she's really like. So, Mary, I'd like to go see the H Shrine if you don't mind, do you? It is true many unpleasant rumors surround that forest. If the cause is the H Shrine, there may be some clues there. But even if there are, if it's spiritual, then how are normal humans like us supposed to find it? Christy and I don't have spiritual powers. In that case, could you bring me along with you to the H Shrine? I'm bringing you? You're coming with me? I should be able to sense the presence of anything spiritual. I can act as a guide as well. You know that shrine? Yes, in truth, it enshrines the guardian deity of the Kujo family. Over the generations, the heads have taken care of the shrine. However, that came to an end after the recent war resolved.
As one who serves the Kujos, I am concerned about its present state.
Then bringing you along would mean I have to carry you, don't I?
As it is impossible for me to walk, I would agree with that assessment. I am sorry to inconvenience you.
An overgrown forest in the dead of night. I'm not looking forward to have to carry Mary all the way to the shrine.
You look worn out and we haven't left. It's a small price to pay if we can get any hints about the spirits.
She scares me. What scares you more? Please don't tell me it's the voice. That's true. I think Mary's eager about this too, so I'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. Okay, let's go back to the forest. Alright. Is it just... yeah, there's only her. Mary's not classed as a partner because I have to carry her. So, back to the forest, guys! At least we don't have to deal with Shimio anymore. Before we leave, we put Mary in the back seat. Thank God she's not as heavy as she looks. I should be able to carry her just fine.
By the way, Mr. Rivers, have you read the files over there?
She points to the right side of the room and shelves packed with files. Not yet. I've searched most of the mansion, but I haven't checked the garage.
Oh, really?
Christy grabs a file and flips through the pages.
Looks like articles on various crimes. The clippings cover every incident in HC and the surrounding area. Was Miss Cujo looking into criminal activity?
Any of it look related to the mark?
No, not as far as I can tell. These are all extremely old. The most recent is dated 5 years ago.
I sense a plot indulging here. She puts the file back. We can always check when we get back.
Alright, should we head out soon?
Yeah, we're bound to run into 1 or 2 more characters soon, which means you guys are gonna have to get used to some extra voices. I'll park outside the entrance of the forest and gather Mary into my arms. If I say, am I giving like a piggyback? Am I doing the bridal carry? Am I just holding her like I'd hold a baby? We make our way to the familiar arch. More voices, more! Remember, there's only so many voices I can do. There's still a long way to go.
A middle-aged man carrying a doll. You're practically a ghost story yourself if someone sees you here.
Oh, that actually made me jump.
I am very sorry to cause you such trouble.
Mary stares up at me as I hold her. Her skin and hair glint bewitchingly when the light from the flashlight catches them. Yeah, exactly, joyful.
I have not been outside in a long time. And to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman.
Oh, now she's flirting with me.
This is a very precious experience.
She sounds as dispassionate as ever, but is she actually having fun? I know she scares me. I know, joyful.
Still, it is just as the rumors say. This forest is filled with the curses and resentment of the dead. Simply their presence is enough to drive the living mad. The land is tainted. I can see why it has given birth to monstrous spirits. I bet if you track down the cause of it, it will be the divine wrath. Let's hurry to the shrine.
We reach the old Torii gate with no trouble. I hear buzzing. We stand and watch for a while, but nothing comes out of the beehives. They seem to be sleeping.
It is most likely because Shimio is now gone. Each shrine is up those
Bugger!
Each shrine is up those stone steps.
At Mary's direction, we walk toward the gate. Alright, new area. A small black shadow flits across our feet. Is it the rabbit? Hello again. It's that rabbit again. Did you give me my mark? You're appearing everywhere I go. Which means you are supernatural. Did you give me my mark? That's my theory for now. Demon rabbit, be gone. Skyheart likes this rabbit. But that's my theory right now, is that this rabbit is the one that gave me my mark.
So this is the rabbit you told me about, Lord Rivers. You are correct. It is very cute.
The rabbit stares up at the two of us. That little shit. Then disappears towards the shrine.
What in the world was that about? What do you think, Mary? I felt a strange presence. It appears to be possessed by some kind of soul.
So it's a spirit too. My dog's freaking out. There's a fly buzzing around and it's pissing her off.
Indeed. Though it does not appear strong enough to give marks to humans.
Well, fuck you too, Mary. I had a great theory. It could have lasted through so much of the game, and you've just killed it. My heart is broken.
We know nothing of its true nature, so please proceed with caution.
We follow the rabbit under the Tory gate and up the stone steps. Is that thing in my face? That fucker will get slapped across the room. But I wonder if it is connected to the spirit that gave me my mark. Oh, this place looks like shit. The statues have no heads. At the top, we find the wilderness creeping in. There. See, look, every statue is missing its head. That's weird, right? And it looks like that rope is meant to be connecting, but it's been cut. There doesn't seem to be anything here but an old altar. Is this the H shrine?
Sadly, it has fallen into disrepair. The war was over 50 years ago. I suppose this is to be expected.
Why are they missing just their heads? Everything else about them is fine. It's very weird. Everything about this is weird. Correct, Joyful.
That black rabbit is gone. Deserted shrines give me the creeps. Let's hurry up and get back to searching so we don't stay here long.
Okay. Headless Buddha statues are buried in the ground.
Creepy. I wonder what happened here.
If I focus more on the show, I'm just having a look around. There's a sacred Shimenawa. Yeah, just make sure I read that right. Shimenawa rope on a ragged boulder.
I wonder if that boulder is an Iwakura.
It's very Silent Hill of the game, yeah. What's that?
According to ancient Shinto tradition, it's a sacred rock that a god descended on. It's not uncommon for the rock itself to become an object of devotion.
Mirrors are a huge thing when it comes to spirits. Especially in Japanese, in the Japanese kind of lore. It's a wooden shrine altar. A clouded old mirror serves as the Go Shintai.
Looks like it's true that no one's taken care of this place for a long time.
I'd like to think I'm fairly decent when it comes to pronouncing Japanese, or at least Asian words as well. I think I'm not too bad. I peek inside the altar just in case, but all I find is a thick layer of dust.
The Go Shintai is outside, and the altar's empty. That's concerning.
I don't know who was told. I don't think there's any more we can search.
The Buddha statues concern me.
Good. They're bringing up the fact that that's a very important thing that shouldn't be there. Thank you.
Why are all the ones within the shrine missing their heads? Shinto and Buddhism were ordered to be separated during the Meiji period. Before then, many shrines were dedicated to both. Each shrine was much the same. But in the Meiji period, there was a push to make Shinto the main religion. The faiths were forced apart. Extremists stole the Buddha statues from shrines and desecrated them. Oh, the famous anti-Buddhist movement. So this is where that happened. No, it was done in a public space, as they wanted to make a show of it. The broken statues were carried here to serve as a memorial for worship. The Kujo family head was said to be aggrieved, so he moved them in secret. It seemed that all the broken statues from around each city were buried here.
Strange. You said that they were worshipped, but this place is pretty much a ruin.
You have a keen eye, Lord Rivers. The shrine was
subsequently, I can read Japanese words better than I can read English.
Dug up and the statues were stolen.
So they came all the way into this huge forest just to carry off broken statues? Lord Rivers is a good name. Thank you. Who would do something like that?
That I do not know. I merely heard they were stolen 50 years ago, around the time of the war. So, the statues were broken, thrown away, and then dug up. They say the Buddha has a wealth of patience, but even he'd get angry. Could that anger have turned to divine wrath and given birth to the mark and spirits?
Oh wait, that was me. I assumed it was her because she appeared on the screen. Mary, have you been able to feel the presence of any spirits or whatever?
About that, this land is much more foreboding than I had imagined. The enmity of the forest as all else. It's hard to sense beneath it.
So too much background noise, right?
Yes, although I do sense the same presence as Lady Christie's mark, however faint.
But you wouldn't just keep standing in this place sulking for forever while there's a big demon out there. Well, that Shimio is gone. Shimio has been healed. He's not here anymore.
I am sure that the spirits that gave her the mark is somewhere in the forest.
So after all that, we were only able to reconfirm something we already knew.
Forgive me, I was unable to...
You don't have to apologize, Mary.
We learned plenty of value here.
Yeah, you missed part 2. What do you mean?
I'll tell you on the way back. First, let's get the hell out of here. This place gives me the creeps. Maybe it's the ill will Mary sensed.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We leave H Shrine walking down the beast trail towards the forest entrance. Maybe it's because of that strange tail, but for some reason I feel like someone is watching us from the darkness of the trees. Yeah, how do you guys feel about the idea of maybe doing 1 chapter per stream? What do you guys think of that? Because, like I said in the last one, I don't know how many chapters there are in this game. I think there's 8, and they seem to all take around about 2 hours or so. We begin driving back to the mansion. As we break out of the dense forest, I can see building lights pop up here and there. That's all good? Well, that was a complete waste of time. My anxiety lifted. I don't even bother to filter the words that slip out of my mouth.
Oh, I don't think that's true. It's all coming together for me. Yeah, that's good. Well, I'm happy to do that, especially since for the next 2 weeks I'll have the house to myself. Without further prodding, Christy starts in on her theory, passion evident in her voice. I believe Shimio was right. H-Shrine is definitely what's causing all the strange stuff in the forest. I'm sure it's those stolen statues. Don't you agree? I wonder. Was there a statue at the front of the elementary school? It feels like we just don't have enough info at this point to say one way or the other. No one will remember this, but I'm wondering, the elementary school I went to, was there a statue at the front gate? One of those Buddha statues by the front gate? Because I have a feeling that these marks may be connected to those statues. But there's no denying that a lot of strange things are going on in that forest. Between all the suicides and Shimio wandering around, it couldn't just be coincidence. Could it? If we research the shrine, we might learn more about the mark. I feel that's a lot safer than risking our lives looking for the spirit. Don't you think? You might be right. My replies are half-hearted, which isn't what Christy was hoping for, so she falls silent. An awkward, uncomfortable silence settles. Lord Rivers, please stop the car. Do you need to pee, or... Mary speaks for the first time since we entered the car. What is it? I sense a presence similar to Lady Christie's mark close by. I swear, if it's at a love hotel, you got some explaining to do, Christy. But we might be running into some new freaky things soon, so I hope you guys are ready. Following Mary's request, I park in a vacant rest stop on the outskirts of H City. Christy and I step out of the car. Oh. Yeah. Oh my god! What's happened to my mark? My mark is suddenly scolding. Is something nearby? I don't remember ever making those marks on my arm. This is new. Look, someone's over there. Okay, a small girl steps out of the telephone box. Why is a kid outside at this time of night? I'm gonna guess this is the little girl. Thank you for bringing me out here this late at night, Ada. I got to talk to Hanayome. Yeah, glad to hear it. I don't know what this guy looks like. Oh, Jesus Christ. A rather round young man appears stepping out of the shadows. Was that voice good enough for the little girl? And what kind of voice should I try for this guy? Try rest. Give him this kind of voice. Okay, right. So should I do that voice for the fat guy and the voice I did for that little girl, keep it the same? Because I want you guys to actually be able to listen to the voices I do without like going, no, please stop, but having to continue. So I'd like you guys to enjoy the voices I do. So yeah, please let me know.
If you don't mind, while you guys are deciding, I'm gonna go grab myself a drink because this game involves a lot of reading and it's hot in my country, so I will be right back. But please do decide with those voices if you are okay with them. Alright, I'm back. I've got my drink. You get me to get in bed with your voice. Oh, you guys are so nice. Thank you. You got your question answered, Suzu?
Yeah, it's okay now. Hanayome sure is amazing now. She knows what everything is.
You got that right. She helped me find a limited edition Loving Hero phone strap I dropped.
What's Loving Hero?
What? You don't know? They're a popular idol group here. They've been all over TV lately. I'm surprised you haven't heard. So you guys are sure with those voices? Just before I continue that conversation, I want to make sure you guys are okay with those. Because to be honest, I'm having fun with the fat guy's voice. I'm just gonna give myself a drink. Okay with them. Okay, good.
TV's restricted at home. Mom says it rats your brain. Oh, Ada, is the bus coming soon?
Oh, the last bus is on its way. We better go. I'm in the big trouble if your mom finds out we were out.
Yeah.
We watched from a distance for a while, but it's hard to determine their relationship. The pain from my scar is suddenly gone. That phone booth. Hey, Christy. What do you think? I turned, but Christy isn't there. Hey, you there. Just how do you know that girl? Depending on your answer, I'll report you for child abduction. Oh, she is jumping to conclusions. Oh, boy. Christy, no. Well, there goes Christy hounding the poor guy. Just calm down. I tried to placate her, but she won't budge. The man stumbles over his words. He looks flustered and overwhelmed.
Hey, lady! Don't be mean to Ida!
The girl rushes to stand defensively in front of him and glares at us. She seems a lot more level-headed than the flustered guy behind her.
I asked him to help me, okay? I wanted to talk to Hanayome, so I had him come with me.
Who's this Hanayome you keep mentioning?
A ghost who helps find lost things. People say that you can talk to her from this telephone box.
A ghost, huh? She looks at me. We're both thinking the same thing. Earlier the mark was hurting, so maybe... You guys look serious. What's going on? He nervously glances between us. Does this scar look familiar at all? I showed him the mark on my right arm. Hey, hold on, what is this? That looks exactly like mine. He pulls off one of his gloves and reveals the mark on his hand. It's a Kashkaya. I saw an article in Upat's Monthly. They say it causes amnesia, even kills you, but that's nonsense. It's not at all true, right? Right? Sounds like he'd heard the rumors, but chose not to do anything about it. That's no surprise, really. It's tough to believe it's real until your memory loss starts becoming noticeable.
I've got one of those too. It showed up on my left wrist when I made that phone call earlier.
Pulling up her sleeve, she shows us her mark. They both have the mark, and after calling Hanayome, that's more than a coincidence. Well, we can't just leave them here. Let's bring them to the mansion. We tell them what's going on and ask them to go to Kujo Mansion with us. It surprisingly doesn't take much to get them to come. I thought it would take more convincing. Could partially be because they missed the last bus while talking with us. Before they climb in, I warn Mary to stay quiet until we get back. Might be a bad idea to freak them out. First, we introduce ourselves. The man's name is Eita Nakamatsu. The girl's name is Suzu Morimiya. They tell us they met through the readers column in Oop Arts Monthly. Suzu mentioned she was interested in Hanayome, and Eita told her what he knew. Then she pestered him into bringing her to the rumored telephone box. They were out this late because of her. Her parents sound pretty strict. Her mother keeps a close eye on her after school, and she needs permission to go out. So she snuck out of the house after her mother went to bed. I don't know who this is, so I'm gonna assume it's the little girl.
Hanayome is just as famous at my school as Hanahiko is.
Yeah.
Hey, Ada, please tell them about those rumors.
Do I have to? Okay, fine. Aita reluctantly tells us at Suzu's request. They're just rumors I read, but... You guys can actually understand me when I'm talking as him, right? Oh. It looks like a bride. But why is the veil up so high? Hey, remember that one story? You know the one about the public phone box in Stone City? There's a ghost that looks like a bride, and she'll find what you're looking for. One of my friends actually tried it. He went to the specific phone box and lets you talk to ghosts. The phone suddenly started ringing. He slowly picked up the phone. But all he could hear was this weird smacking sound. He stayed on the line until... Did you see it? He heard a woman whisper. So he did what the rumor said to do and said, no, I haven't seen it. So remember that. Then she said, what do you want to see? His cat had gone missing, so he asked where it was. When he looked where the woman said it was really there. So the rumors are totally true. I want to go ask her where my future bride is now. Oh, want to come with me? I know that was him the entire time, but I thought for something important, I need to make sure I know what's happening. Especially because something like that gave a clue for something I'm going to have to do later. I need to remember that. I need to remember that conversation. There. I carry Mary from the car and gently place her back on the sofa. Thank you very much. Being in your arms is not bad, but I am most calm when I am here.
The doll really talked.
I can't say I expected that, but... does that mean other stuff about the market true too? On the way over, we updated Suzu and Ada with just about all they needed to know. They may not completely believe us, but they're not rejecting it outright either. It seems like Ada in particular has already experienced some memory loss. Something about forgetting the names of anime characters or voice actors. Christy looked at him strange, but he appears to be taking it quite seriously. And Suzu snuck out of her house because she believed the rumors about Hanayome. They both believed in the occult already. I'm pretty sure they'll help us find a way to escape the mark. Granted, they're also really curious about Hanayome.
Pardon me, but may I speak? The marks on Suzu and Aita, they are likely from Hanayome. And Lady Christie, the feeling I sense from your mark is the same as theirs. So we can assume Hanayome also gave you that mark. Do you recall encountering her? Something weird did happen. Right before I entered the forest, I stepped into the phone box on T Mountain. The phone rang out of nowhere. It might be because of that. The telephone box at that rest area is also in the room as a Hanayome. But I didn't pick it up. It creeped me out, so I left. I was never able to give that person one final call because of that. Who are you talking about? It's not for children to know. Fine.
So there are other phone boxes like that?
I think there are 3 that Hanayome will call from. The one we went to in the A highway parking lot is one. One is at the T Mountain rest area. That's the one Miss Christie went to. And Aita, where's the last one?
At the park by T apartment complex. It's the only one inside the city.
But why just those 3 locations?
No, the BBS driver didn't say.
Mister? Do you really think Hanayome is the one who gave us the marks?
I'm not sure yet.
Really? But the rumors about Hanayome go back 5 years. And no one's ever mentioned that if you call her, you get a mark.
5 years. Didn't Christie say one of the files in the garage said that the last incident was 5 years ago?
She was right. Rumors about the Spark family have popped up super recently.
So you're saying Hanayome hasn't always been giving out the mark?
If that's true, I wonder what triggered the change. Of course, I can't really say, seeing as I don't know anything about spirits.
A ghost helping people find what they're looking for. That's pretty strange.
Definitely the definition of ghost story.
Hey,
I don't know who's talking.
Hey, Mr. Rivers. If those rumors are true, why don't we try asking where the stolen statues are? If we return them to their places, it might just save our lives.
Search for the Buddha statues. If Christie's right, we might be able to help escape the mark without fighting a spirit. Mary, what do you think?
Oh, Mary, what do you think? A good question. Objects with human forms are easily able to gain inexplicable powers. Bleeding stone statues, cursed dolls, there are many examples. Historical statues of gods and Buddhas would certainly be no exception. Asking Hanayome about them would be a good idea.
So says the doll before our eyes that has the inexplicable power to talk. Maybe it wouldn't be strange that Buddha statues could bring down divine wrath.
Lord Rivers, may I add, as I explained previously, your mark is different from the others. Vanquishing spirits seem to weaken your mark's power.
It's been several days since she told me that I was going to die. Taking care of the spirits we encountered is likely how I'm still among the living. What are you trying to say?
I cannot say what the relationship between your mark and Hanayome is, but it is true it is in your best interest to track down spirits. I hope you will guide these mark bearers this evening as well.
I can't really picture Christie and Aita facing off against the spirit by themselves. If they failed, then the child would suffer the deadly consequences. That would weigh heavily on me. No turning back. I'll figure something out.
Thank you.
Mary bows her head slightly.
Now, you should begin investigating Hanayome. Why does she only call from 3 public phones within H city? Her secret may lie in the answer. You visited the parking lot already. Please investigate T Mountain and the park by T apartment complex.
I have to go to multiple places now. New info was added to the spirit files. I'm gonna save quickly. My screen on my laptop froze, so you just have to give me a second. I'm sorry. And bam. Alright, all good. Sorry about that. Alright. I'm going to still take the extra quarter. Let's see what they sound like. What noise was that? Okay. Alright. Guys, where should we go first? The rest area or the park? Park? Alright. We're going to the park. See if we can find some puppers. I see a small park tucked between all of the looming apartment buildings. There's no one here. I guess everyone's already asleep.
They said this was the phone booth from the Hanayome rumors, right? Would a spirit really appear in the middle of the city like this?
Rumors say the phone is supposed to ring if you wait by it for a while. I'm guessing waiting outside doesn't count.
Probably not. It only rang after I stepped in it.
But the booth is too small for 2 people. Either I or Christy will have to go in.
You aren't thinking I'll do it, are you?
No, I'm not.
Dangerous jobs are best left to men.
Excuse me. The hell's that supposed to mean? I guess I'll just have to go in. It's cramped inside and almost impossible to move around at all. I'd be a sitting duck if a spirit attacked me while I'm in here. The clouded glass makes it hard to see the outside. That just makes me more nervous. I wonder how long I have to wait until the phone rings. To pass the time, I glance around at the inside of the booth. There's a poster attached to the window. Young woman kidnapped. A young local woman was kidnapped close to this location. If you are a witness to this crime, please notify the police, MPD. This is dated 5 years ago. Yes, thank you! The thing in the garage. Looks like something terrible happened here. The phone begins to ring. I hesitantly reach out and pick it up. The only sound I hear is the dial tone. No one is speaking. What's going on? Oh, there it is. Suddenly there's a strange noise. Crunching, smacking. It sounds like the sound of saliva as someone chews. Jesus Christ. Did you see it? Tucked in the snacking is a woman's voice. The voice is creepy, cold, and chills me down to the bone. Is this Hanayome? Did you see it? She asks a second time. The rumors mention I should say, I haven't seen it. Very seriously, I say, I haven't seen it. What do you want to see? It's going exactly as the rumor said. Hanayama is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. Chrissy told me to ask you about the Buddha statues that were stolen from H Shrine. I'll give it a try. Oh god, that noise. Buddha statues. Lord Buddha. Doesn't your arm already have the mark of the Buddha on it? Tell me you want a new Buddha? No, you are misunderstanding. Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me. 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 Jesus Christ. The line goes dead. What just happened? The woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. It must be because of my brush with that blood-curdling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from when the others asked? The mark on my arm burns dully, like it's reminding me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely. And she did say something to the effect that Buddha gave me this mark. Oh, my nose. Was she just too insane to differentiate between Buddha and a monstrous spirit? Or is this mark really the work of divine wrath from the Buddha statues? I wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. There's no point in staying here. That phone thing was fucked. As soon as I leave the booth, Christy comes up to me. You don't look well. What happened? I tell Christy about my conversation with Hanayome. What? That's not in the rumors. Christy's brow furrows in confusion. Should we go check out the other phone box for now? Maybe there's a clue there. You can also see if you can ask again. There's no time to get lost in thought. The last phone booth is at T Mountain Rest Area, in the other direction. We'll head there after stopping at the mansion. It's probably wise to ask Mary what she knows, since it's on the way. New info is added. What just happened? I tell Mary what happened at the phone box. You say Hanayome acted strangely. She called the spirit that cursed you with your mark Buddha. I cannot say I know what she saw, but from what you said, she will not likely respond to your question. That does not mean she does not understand you, however. Use any method available to obtain as much information as you can. To the rest area. The phone booth stands solitary on the edge of the vacant rest area. An endless sea of trees stand behind it. Christy must have run into the forest after she heard the phone ring. I can hear a dog howl from nearby. That was a bark. It almost sounds sad. I'm probably just imagining it. Christy doesn't seem bothered by it. She's completely focused on the phone box. I must have gotten my mark from Hanayome back then. But I was completely oblivious. I wasn't exactly in the right state of mind. Well, now that I'm here, I still have no idea why Hanayome hung up on me. I followed the rumors exactly. Where did I go wrong? I scratch my head. Don't adhere to the gossip. The fight. So say I have. Suddenly I hear that strange voice again. Gossip, in other words, the rumors. What will happen if I don't follow the rumors? Christy, go back to the car. There's something I want to try, but it might end up backfiring on me. Sure. I don't know what you're going to do, but please be careful. Oh, and I almost forgot.
I have a message from Ada.
Yeah?
It's about the latest information on Hanayome from the BBS. Take a look. Read a book. It's a reading rainbow.
Christy hands me a note written by Ada. Don't talk about eyes or things like it when you're on the phone with Hanayome. If the call goes sideways somehow, don't say I, okay? P.S. Best to avoid anything that even sounds like I. What? Don't say I. This is it?
Yeah, that's all. Anyway, Aida said he was sure it would come in handy.
I'll keep it in mind. Christy returns to the car. I step inside and wait for the phone to ring. Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. There's a poster in this booth too. Just like the one at the park. This looks like it's been here for a few years. Help our investigation. On the night of the 2nd of... this, I don't know if that's the 2nd or the 8th or the 8th or the 2nd. I don't know. 1990. Blah. An assault took place in the forest nearby. If anyone has any info on this case, please notify the police department. February 8th. That's 2 days after my birthday. 5 years ago. I think the poster I saw in the park had the exact same date. Coincidence? Alright, here we go. Defy the gossip. Go to the receiver and slowly pick it up. I hear a noise like someone chewing gum on the other end of the phone. An icy cold voice speaks up. Yeah. Did you see it? Defy the rumors. I saw it. You saw, didn't you? Oh my god. You saw that thing of me. What? The voice cuts off. Oh, wow. Something outside collides violently with the glass of the booth, but I can't see it. Live or die. Tell me, how did you see it? With your own eyes, eyeglasses, a telescope? Telescope. It sounds like something searching around outside the phone box. You saw it. You said you saw it. What color? A beautiful color. Red, pink, green. What? Red? Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you? Your dreams, romance, love? Which do you choose? I believe in love. Ah, shit, I'm dead. Suddenly the phone goes dead. I'm about to join it. Someone knocks on the glass door. Is something wrong? Are you okay? What? Is that a stranger passing by? I guess they're wondering what's going on with me. It's a relief to hear a normal person's voice. This is a fake. Yeah, sorry, it's nothing really. As I'm turning around, I feel the door of the booth violently fly open. Two dark, shadowy arms are the last thing my eyes see. The image burned into my retinas. Yeah, I messed up. I don't know what the whole color thing was meant to be. Maybe it's the same color as the phone? So I'm going to choose green. And I'm just going to skip all this because I've already read it. Am I in the backfiring? Be careful. Message. Don't talk about eyes or anything like it when you're on the phone with Honey or me. If the call goes sideways somehow, don't say I. Best avoid anything that even sounds like I. Okay. So remember, do not say anything that sounds like I. Oh god, that noise! I hate it! Ah! I saw it. But what does it mean, that thing of me? Okay. You can do this, Josh. You can do this. Telescope. Sounds like something searching around that side. What color? A beautiful color. Red, pink, green. I'm gonna say green. Most likely green. Shit! So, what kind of person are you? What's important to you? Your dreams, romance, love. My dreams? Damn it! I suck! Yeah. Hang on a sec, just let me grab it. Sorry, I knocked my microphone. Of course, I get 3 choices. If I get 2 wrong, I die. And of course, with the last 2 ones I did, I got both of the wrong ones for the last 2. Of course I bloody did. But who is talking to me? I don't know. sorry, it's really hot. I need like to drink constantly. Oh god, I absolutely hate that noise. Ah! Stop it! Why does that noise exist? Beep, beep. Alright. At least I know that I can definitely get those last two there correct. Where did you see it? But I wonder if these are like the locations. Where am I going to be exploring? I had the school, I had the forest, but where am I going to be this time? It was maybe pink? You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you? Which do you choose? I choose romance. Is great. Ugh. Survived. Oh, thank God. Sorry, just give me a sec. Phone goes dead. Next time the bloody handprint is gone, and so is the ominous presence. The questions she asked me were strange. She was particularly anxious about what I had seen. I think I did a good job not mentioning anything like eyes in my answer. Overly conscious over being seen. Maybe that's where her secret lies. Doesn't want to be seen. I exit the booth and Christy rushes up to me. My mark started hurting out of nowhere. Did it go alright? I tell Christy about what happened in the telephone booth. I have no idea what that means. Guess there's no way she'd know the answer. Something's on the ground there. Sure enough, there's a folded up piece of paper lying near the booth. Looks like a piece of stationery. I don't think it was there before I went into the phone box. I picked up the paper and opened it. To Seiko. I will dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. An incident? The posters I saw in the telephone booths mentioned something like that too. Could they be connected? Ask Christy what they think. Christy looks deep in thought. What is it? Oh, nothing. Well, we've checked out all the boxes, so let's head back to the mansion. Something still bugs me, though. Yeah. We should probably head back for now. New info was added to the spirit file, the third phone box. Alright. Let's get the hell back to the mansion. I wonder if, like, the final chapter is we explore the mansion ourselves. Like, we control where we go. Hey, Mr. Rivers. You know those posters in that bit of stationery we found? Could they be linked to Hanayome? She might have been someone who was caught up in the incident and killed. And if that's the case, then... Chrissy turns toward the shelves with files. Thank you! Files full of articles on criminal cases. The dates were 5 years ago, correct? Then there might be an article on what happened here in these files. We could use more help. Maybe Aita and Suzu can give us a hand. Go ahead and call them over. All four of us begin to read through files. The clippings range from the smallest dispute to the most heinous crime in each city. But they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Did they get stored in the garage because they're so old? After a while, I found it. The victim's name is Seiko. The date is February 5 years ago. It's gotta be it. Christy lays the file out on the desk and we all peer at it. The file has articles about an incident that happened 5 years ago. The victim's name was Saiko Hasegawa. Apparently she committed suicide in the forest by H Castle on the eve of her wedding. She was in her dress when she was found. Suzu, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad. Oh, that was Aita. Thanks, Aita. But I want to know more about Hanayome. I feel like I need to do this. She's cringing, but she sounds determined. Between this and sneaking out at night, she's a surprisingly brave kid. It's rather odd for someone her age. I remember now. This happened back when I used to be a news anchor. Christine mutters just loud enough to hear. Then do you know the whole story? It was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and assaulted her. People found her battered and staggering along the road the next day. The dog was run over and killed near the forest when it chased after them. That's horrifying. Yeah, but that wasn't the end of Seiko Hasegawa's misfortune. Aita somberly cuts in. His usual grin is nowhere to be found.
It's well known in some circles, but her assault was photographed. The pictures were sent to her fiancé. They threatened to make them public if he didn't pay up. I heard he gave them a ton of money to get the photos and the negatives.
Is that true, Christy? Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of all that, Miss Seiko had a mental breakdown, and in the end, she hung herself. She'd been a serious, honest woman. She just couldn't bear it. It's a cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. We fall silent as that reality weighs on us. Suzu timidly speaks up, her face pale. Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa and Hanayome's phone boxes? According to the article, the incidents that wrecked her life took place near each phone box. She was abducted by the park and assaulted by the rest area, and she was found wandering near the parking lot by A Highway. The phone booths connect Hanayome and Seiko Hasegawa. The coincidence sends a shiver down my spine. So that note we found by the telephone booth, did Seiko's fiancé write it? Most likely,
What's strange is it was there and not where she committed suicide. Did Hanayome put it there? Maybe she was telling us something. I have no clue how spirits think, but if Suzu's right, then that note is an important clue for us. I seem to recall Miss Seiko's fiancé was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicized at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romantic trip to Greece. Old ladies were sobbing about how it made it all the more tragic. And the poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well. Where's the fiancé now? Well, he began acting strange due to the shock and then went missing. Some say his suicide was to follow him.
But he wasn't the only one who disappeared. It sounds like all the culprits went missing too.
What? You hear about that online too?
Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs.
Hubs? Like pre-internet chat rooms?
Everyone was talking about it on the cult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. I think he was one of the culprits. He brought up a bunch of things, like taking pictures and all that.
And I bet those were pictures of the assault.
Yeah, that's right. After I was finished, those assholes got the camera out. I took pictures of her face soaked with tears. The whole time she yelled, "Don't look, don't look."
Don't look, huh? Hanayome has an extreme reaction to being seen by others.
He kept going on about it night after night, until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew him said they couldn't contact him at all. Those guys deserve the law, but it's still really creepy, you know?
Suddenly, a line from the note pops into my head. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Hey, Christy. Do you happen to know exactly where in the forest Seiko killed herself? I was a reporter at the time, so I did go to the location. But that was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I feel like I went west from that big arch at the entrance. So you're really going to go? Yeah. We might be able to figure out something about Hanayome. Fine, I understand. I've had my fill of that forest, but I suppose we have no other leads. New info. Alright guys, we're going back to the forest. Shit. This is more awkward than I thought. Being out alone with someone who, until recently, was planning to kill herself. Do you have something you want to say? She noticed it right away. Was I being that obvious? No, not really. It's fine. You don't have to hide it. You're wondering if I still want to kill myself, aren't you? Is this a woman's intuition? No, maybe I'm just crap at hiding things. Don't worry, I don't anymore. Excuse me, sorry. People hate it when things are forced on them, right? Doesn't matter what it is. I can trust you, right? Yes. At least for now. He's hoping she keeps feeling the same. At least while we're together. Just then the tires hit a bump in the road. I could see a square grey object in the back seat through the rearview mirror. What? Is that thing back there yours? No, that's Aita's CD radio cassette player. Why is something like that? He said we might need music during the drive, then went to put it in here himself. But we don't have any CDs or tapes. Should I turn on the radio? No, I'll pass. The conversation ground to a halt after that. It's like there's an invisible person between us. After falling silent for a while, Christy finally speaks up again. It only makes sense for the conversation to turn one direction. It's rather worrisome, don't you think? After all this time, they don't know. Who doesn't know what? Those two. They think that spirit just helped you find things. What a naive fairy tale.
Yeah.
Christy is exactly right. You quickly become disillusioned once you actually face the spirit. But thinking about it, wouldn't that be best?
Christy looks at me in shock.
Wait, what are you saying?
I just mean,
our lives are on the line here. Would you stop joking around?
Sorry. She's furious at me, but it looks like she was telling the truth about not wanting to die. She's got too much pride. Someone like that would never commit suicide.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Will we make it back again? I stare at the headlights and contemplate where we're going. That sigh was pretty deep.
I can't believe we're here again. At least I feel better knowing he's not around anymore.
I always remind her about Hanayome, but I stop myself from opening my mouth. I don't want to break her tenuous calm. Okay. It's supposed to be west of the gate. I look to the west of the gate again, but there's no sign of a trail.
Strange. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. When I came here researching an article, there was a path to the west.
Suddenly Christy's face stiffens. What's wrong?
I feel cold all of a sudden.
Oh my god! I follow their gaze and see a low shadow dashing out from the darkness. It's a woman mixed with a dog. A dog? It certainly seems like one. It kicks up the dirt with 4 legs, but it looks off somehow. I wonder why. Its fur is long and disheveled, and from certain angles its face looks human. The dog stares at us, growling softly. What is it? Are you trying to tell us something?
You're being too gentle with it. You need to sound firm when you talk to a dog. Act like its master. Weaker dogs like to bark, right? So ignore it and stay quiet.
So ignore it and stay quiet, huh? I guess that's true for humans too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The dog barks loudly, then vanishes into the western underbrush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there.
Was it trying to guide us?
Maybe. I shine the flashlight on the spot where the dog disappeared. A now familiar pain shoots through my wrist. The marked color grows more vivid. A few hours left until death closes in. There's probably not much time left. We better hurry. Let's check the bushes over there. Let's just see if there's anything to investigate. Okay. There's a stick of the trees next to the gate. With the dog gone, I push my way into the underbrush. I spot the trace of what used to be a path. You could barely call it one at this point. This must be the closed hiking trail. The path goes west from the gate.
That's right, I remember now. This is the path I took before. That dog. Was it trying to show this to us?
Who knows? Anyway, let's get going. Alright. Moves forward. Okay. There's something in the grass at the front of the foot of the tree. It's water paper. Push the grass aside and pick it up. I found a worn-out talisman. Thank you. Got soul power. Okay, just double checking around. Okay, go left. What the hell? I shine a light on the grove of trees in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd. Huh? What is that? Something's posted here. I can't make it out from here. I move forward for a closer look. What the hell? What is this? They're stabbed in the eyes. All thought in my mind ceases. It's as if I'm unable to process what I'm seeing and my brain comes to a halt. Are these photos? There are a bunch of pictures of different people posted to the tree, but they're all these photos have nails in the eyes? It's just as Christy said. For some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails. Oh, Christy said that. With both eyes. Attached to the nails is some kind of tape. It looks like film or something. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this? Hey, all the people in these pictures, are they all men? Christine mutters just loud enough to hear. Huh? I look over at the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated, so they're hard to make out, but they may be right. Yeah, looks like it. All the subjects are men. It's clearly not a coincidence. I feel a little dizzy and step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes in the light from the flashlight. What's wrong? Nothing, it's just over there. Something sparkled up there. Something might be there. We should check it out. Something up in the branches of the tree is reflecting light. Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk. Are you thinking about climbing the tree? There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within reach. It'll be hard to climb up it, so... boost my partner up. This is just between us, but I weigh... She whispers in my ear. Okay, that's off the table. I refuse. There's no way I can climb that. Looks like that's not going to work. See what happens if I try. I take a deep breath and jump at the tree. I struggle to reach for a while and manage to touch a branch until... Ow! I crash to the ground with a spectacular thud. I told you. Forget it. I give up and back away. I will need to find something to either grab it or something to step on. Something's in the grass. Can't see it well from here. Feel around in the blades of the grass. I got an instant camera. I knew a camera had to be involved. I've hit the switch before I realize and a red light appears. Apparently that means the flash can be used. It must still have battery left. Not that we're going to take any pictures with it. Don't be so sure. You're right. I turn it off and quickly stuff it in my bag. I decided it's wise not to mention the dried blood that stuck to the bottom of it. To see is to perceive light. That distant voice echoes in my head. True. Seeing something means you're seeing the light it's reflecting. But what does that have to do with Hanayome? Flash of a camera. She doesn't want to be seen. And the shit she went through, she's not going to want a photo taken. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the gate. I'm not sure why, but I feel intense hostility directed toward me. What do we do? Something's coming. The Ensign Christie speaks. The growling grows distinctly quieter. Except it doesn't look like it will let us through. Let's turn back. We retreat without trying to force our way past. There's got to be something I'm missing. I can go back in here. I believe we're supposed to look to the west of the gate. Okay. This isn't the right way. I turn back. It reads, "Welcome to the lush and romantic wood timberlands." I wonder if I have to take a... Wait, do I have any items that I can use to like get that thing now? Probably a good idea to check. Something must be stuck in the branches. Gotta get it, just climb up the trunk. Lots of branches. We have to climb up. Finally got the instant camera. I have to take this wrapped around one of the nails and take a good look at it. Looks like audio tape that's been pulled out of a cassette. Okay, I can look at the tape, I can't take it. I might need to bring someone else here. Might need to bring Ada here. Yeah. I might need to bring Ada here because of his cassette player. Let's find out, eh? Ada, you're coming with me. Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have brought the little girl. Back to the mansion. I should bring the little girl. You come with me, Susie. Reflecting lights, something must be stuck in the branches. Anyway, we have to check it out. Let's climb up the trunk. Climb the tree. Not any cavities, lots of branches. It'll be hard to climb up, so boost my partner.
If that's all, then okay, I'll try.
I squatted at the base of the tree and let her climb up on me. Up you go! I stagger a bit but managed to stand. I feel like I'm one of the trees now. Can you reach?
Just a little to the right. I'm almost there. Ah!
Suzu reaches as far as she can with her hand and I lose my balance. We both crash to the ground. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Here.
Suzu shows me her hands. It's holding the object that was stuck in the branches. A dog collar. A collar? It makes me think of that dog we saw before coming here. Does that belong to that dog?
I wonder who threw it away.
Who knows? As I'm putting it away in my bag, I spot an inscription on the inside of the collar. Renta? How are you supposed to pronounce that? I hear a low growl from somewhere. Because everyone was making it. To see the dog. I'm not sure why I feel intense hostility. What should we do? I remember the photos. All of them were men with nails in their eyes. I don't know what it has to do with the dog, but if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place. If I'm with Suzu, it might act differently. I consider my options. Show her the collar. I've got an idea. I'll take the collar out of my bag. Maybe it's a safe bet that the spirit was born here, so that dog is likely tied to this collar. I face the general area the barking is coming from and show it the collar. The dog appears like a gust of wind. Whoa! Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. Live or die. When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Susan call out to me. Mr. Rivers, don't but I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me so fast, it looks like it's gliding over the ground. One stand still and not make a noise. The dog stops in its tracks. It seems confused that I'm not reacting and just standing still. It shuffles back on its guard and then prepares to attack again. It bares its teeth and growls. Threaten it loudly. No, it's not make no noise. Let it know I'm the master. I suddenly yell, threatening it back. Provoke, the dog flies at me. Ah, shit, I choose the wrong one. The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. The collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it said... What should I call it? Lenta? Other than the name. The dog perks its ears. I say it again, this time more clearly. Then... Damn it. Dog fixed its gaze and made its glares piercing. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Decide again! Okay. I can do this! I swear I'm good at video games! I'm just not good when I'm not given much to work with. And I probably misread one of them, so that makes it irrelevant. Show the collar. Yeah, let's show the collar. Here it comes. Dog appears like a gust of wind. If I can blink, it steals the collar from me. Live or die. Try to quickly jump away. Here's Susan call out to me. Don't move. Stand my ground. I ain't going nowhere. Let's attack again. I'm not gonna pet it. I shouldn't turn my back to it either. Oh no. Turn my back to it. I pretend to not hear it threatening me. It growls for a while until it abruptly stops. You should never turn your back on something like this. The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. The collar has an inscription on it. I'm sure it said... What's that called? Center. What is the name? Say it again, this time more clearly. Yeah. God damn it. This could be going better. Wait, I want to try something. Because there's a chance that that's not even meant to be enter. Actually. I'm gonna turn back. I'm gonna regret doing this because I bet it's Genta. But I'm going to go back to the mansion and see if I can talk to someone about the collar and maybe they can read it. I tell Mary about Psycho, the sad woman who grudge against the world, sending her honey on me. This is indeed the case. You may find a clue in the fire so she commits suicide. Son of a bitch. Then it probably is Genta. And I just wasted your time. So I'm sorry for wasting your time with that. If it's actually Genta, I'm sorry. Let me have a look in the bag at it. Yeah, I have to go through all this again. I wish there was a way of skipping through. Is there? It's just a log. Yeah. I'm not doing too good in this chapter, am I? Show the collar. Hello there. I would like to see this game turned into an anime though. Dog rushes. Stand still. Bares its teeth and growls. Sorry, I just got a message on my phone. Remember, choose Genta. Genta. Then, okay, it is Genta. If it's like block letter, I can see how it's Genta. Dog turns around, quietly sinks into the brush. It disappears from sight. Seems as I somehow managed to escape death. I pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that was... I can't even say it was no big deal. My words simply trail off. That's all I can answer with. I pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem to be injured anyway. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. That dog may be supernatural. Really? I hope it doesn't attack again.
I think we'll be fine. It found what it was looking for.
You're right. Alright, I'm back in control, looking around. Yay! New stuff. Just sticking with me, Susie. What the hell? Okay, I know it's been a while since anyone said anything in the chat, but please tell me what you think is going on here. A sound like a rope creaks above my head. Silhouettes swing in the shadow of the trees. My whole body shudders with dread.
Are those people?
Susie gives a terrified yelp. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. They clearly aren't people. They have the nails in their eyes. They're mannequins. The things hanging by their necks from the trees are display mannequins you can find in any department store. Obviously, dolls can't commit suicide. Is this someone's idea of a prank? Or maybe a warning to intruders? The only one who knows the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go. I don't think they're dangerous. They're only mannequins.
Okay.
Susie replies uneasily. But before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me. The doll swings unceasingly from their ropes, even though there is no breeze. Male dolls hanging from a tree. I wonder what the person who did this was thinking. A doll is mercilessly hanging by its neck. It has something in its left hand. Grabbing onto it to stop it from swaying, I open the hand and take what's inside. One-out talisman! Thank you. Male dolls hanging from a tree. I wonder what the person... Okay, it's just the same thing. Looks like everything. Moving forward. It's that dog again. Suzu, be careful.
No, it's okay now. It won't attack anymore.
It's that dog from before. It starts digging in the dirt right in front of us. After a few moments, it disappears like mist.
What was it doing? Is there something over there?
Let's take a look. It's the place where that dog was digging. Upon closer inspection, the dirt there appears to be a different color. I reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. Was it sand or ash? The dirt around here is soft, almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand.
You're going to dig here?
I don't think we'll need any tools. Please.
Okay.
In silence, we kneel in the forest in the middle of the night and dig up the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. It could be that those words popped into my head because I somehow knew what we'd find. Distracted, I look down on what we dug up. What we find is a corpse. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old.
Is that a corpse?
Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly flat and uncaring, even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. That fact, and not the corpse, is what sends a shiver down my spine. I'm too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes the remains before us and reacts calmly. Just then I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton hand. I dig it out and discover a plastic bag. There are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. Notes deteriorated, but parts of it are legible. I killed them all. One's assault you. The fiancé killed all the guys that assaulted him. Now you can rest in peace. I did what needed to be done. Now I can die here. This forest where you passed away. New song, Want Listen Heaven. I want you to listen in heaven.
That sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? But these tapes...
She looks at the cassette tapes.
Why were they buried too?
They look at the remains as if... they look at the remains as if asking them the question. Of course, it's not going to reply. I don't know... I trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind.
The last.
The voice falls silent. The last? Wait a second, the last what?
Huh? Is something the matter? I didn't say anything.
It's nothing. Sorry, just talking to myself. Anyway, let's take these tapes with us. What, the last tape? Listen to the last tape? Ah! The mark burns scarlet. Half hour left until death closes in. Gah. Out of nowhere, my mark flares up painfully, and the intense pulsing setting my nerves on fire. Shit. Are we out of time? I bite my lip and look at Suzu. Suzu, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah,
It's finally here. It all starts now. I grab Suzu and run. The spirit is closing in on us. Did I get in the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside it, gripping the wheel. The mansion. I need to go back there for now. I glance through the rearview mirror at Suzu in the back seat. Suzu is staring vacantly out the window with a slightly tilted head. The only thing out there is darkness. There's nothing to look at. Ada's tape player is laying on its side in the passenger seat. I grabbed it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. We quickly arrive at Cujo Mansion. Even if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to a tape first. I reach for one, but as I do, I notice something odd. What? Where are we? I'm on an unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before. But the route I was taking should have had no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape player. I wouldn't get lost on the way to the mansion. I've been into it so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange. That's all. That's what I tell myself as I make a U-turn. But no matter how many times I go back... Damn it, why am I here again? No matter how I turn, I end up on the same road. Right, left, or keep going straight, I still return to the exact same place. This is ridiculous! I hit the steering wheel. Maybe it was because of my outburst, my mark started burning with pain again. This is bad, really bad. At this rate, death will catch up to us while we're here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? The highway. I turned the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped in my head. A highway. It's not that I have to go there. The destination isn't important so long as it gets me out of this situation. I hit the gas pedal and abruptly turned the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Finally, familiar scenery returns as if it was laying in wait for me. Might be getting to the end of the chapter, guys. In the end, we're back here. The phone is ringing. I know exactly who's calling. The mark has dyed a deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in. I head to the phone booth. I've got Ada's phone cassette player in the bags, holding Seiko's memories at the ready. I pick up the receiver, but the phone immediately goes dead. It's ringing again. Oh shit! Oh my god! Live or die. You saw it, didn't you? I know you saw it. Screws right behind me, what should I do? Take a picture. Quickly grab the instant camera and use the flash. The spirit shrieks, and while it's distracted, I tumble out the booth. Alright guys, once out I spot out the corner of my eye. The spirit's standing there, looking down at me. The camera's battery is dead. What should I do next? Echo ballad? I stick Echo Ballad to the tape player and play the play button. I love... So this is a song. So quietly just closer, what should I do next? Charm song. Stick charm song into the tape player and press the play button. Listen to Often Dear. Hear a response to the song. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? I stick mine into the tape player and press the play button. I don't know this one. The spirit responds to the song. Oh my god! The spirit is right in front of me. Hey, let me listen to the newest. Sure. Here. I stick mine to the tape player and press play button. Yes, that song was finished. I don't know why, but I feel like I fucked up. There's a flash of light. I blink and the spirit is gone. Please tell me I didn't fuck up. I don't sense Hanayome anymore.
She's gone now. Hanayome.
Suze is back to normal. I bet the mark's gone. Please tell me I didn't just kill the spirit. But mine's still bright on my arm. I guess Hanayome didn't give me back my mark after all. Then Hanayome
was really Seiko Hasegawa. What a sad, terrible fate. Turning into a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her.
I hope her fiance's song was for her helps her be at peace in heaven.
Should we head back?
Yeah. Huh? The phone starts ringing out of nowhere. Oh no. This is the moment of the truth. It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. Oh no. My mark stings with pain.
What's happening?
Suzu? Suzu collapses, covering their eyes. Hey, what's wrong?
My eyes hurt!
It's the phone's fault. Stop it quick. Hurry, 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 hurry. Stop the phone, stop the phone! I grab the phone and hear a woman breathing. Immediately I try to hang up, but my arm won't move. You saw it, you saw it, you saw it with your round little eyes. Oh, bad little eyes. Get eaten. Suzu? Or is it Suzu! Suzu's terrifying scream echoes from both the phone and outside the booth. That's the noise? There are noises coming from the phone. It's eating Suzu's eyes! Like someone stuffing their cheeks with gum. No, Suzu! The phone goes dead. I can move freely again. I fucked up! I bowled out of the booth. Suzu! Right near where Suzu had collapsed, this single bloody eyeball staring at me. Oh, I realize why I fucked up. That one sounds like I played mine. It sounds like I searched the entire area and around the parking lot. I can't find Suzu anywhere. Maybe, deep down, I'm actually scared of finding them. Of finding the mutilated corpse missing an eyeball. I fucked up! Welcome back, Mr. Rivers. It's thanks to you that my mark is finally gone.
Too bad I didn't get to do much. I read a ton of comic books about exorcism, so I thought I could help. By the way, where's Suzu? No way. You're lying.
I'm sorry.
Damn it. What did you... Why would you do that? No! Suzu!
Aita crumbles to the floor, his sobs echoing off the walls. I awaited your return, Lord Rivers. Please, give us a moment to grieve. Suzu, I'm sorry. I should have paid more attention. It appears that you overcame your fear and destroyed the spirit. But there was a victim. Yeah, we beat Hanayome. But what happened to Suzu? Unfortunately, the spirit's festering grudge was not cleared away. That grudge then stole the life of the one who killed it, Suzu. So the spirit got revenge. Normally grudges killing people would be impossible, but then why was only Suzu killed? With that kind of logic, I should have been...
I can offer a logical reason. The vanquished spirit could only affect those it gave the mark to.
If that's true, that's pretty ironic. Doesn't mean I was saved because it wasn't Hanioma who'd given me my mark.
The fact that you survived is at least a small mercy. It may seem cold, but please do not be overcome with regret.
That's not comforting at all. I could be next. I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. I feel like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward.
Mr. Rivers, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this.
She hands over a file that says H Shrine Findings on the cover. Saya Kujo's signature is in the corner. The Kujo family's guardians were housed there, so it makes sense that this was here.
Go on, read it.
Most of it is about how the H Shrine was built and its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement to now is in here. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who stole the statue 50 years ago. Some pages are about H Shrine's Go Shintai, the item that houses the deity spirit. The shrine has 2, a mirror and a small Buddha statue called the Nenji Butsu. The Nenji Butsu should be in a brocade pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. I wonder where it ended up. The last few pages contain certain notes on an investigation into stolen statues. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. K. Miyamachi North Road in H City. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down it on her way home from work. An old sign said, "Be wary of strangers." Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down that dimly lit back street. But she couldn't take a step forward. A noise, something heavy being dragged, and then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. It was a woman with disheveled hair wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. The shadows and hair hid most of her face, but she could see her blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back, but the woman was gone. The statues were stolen 50 years ago, so it wasn't that woman. But I doubt it's that easy to find a headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something. I asked Hanayome about where the statues were stolen from the H Shrine were, and now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. If you can find those stolen statues and honor them at the H Shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled, and you might be freed from the mark. Another way that might possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking to at least.
Oh, before I forget, you should take these too. Documents on the Hasagawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want. It is almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest.
Suzu. Aita climbs the stairs, sobbing.
I'm heading to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight.
There's no reason for you to stay any longer.
You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here.
You said it.
But I'm grateful for all this too. It gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? If I hadn't been cursed by a spirit, I'd be in that forest right about now. Christy's smile turns wry. Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. I fucked up. Now then, Lord Rivers, please find me when you are ready. Farewell. New info was added. Okay, guys. That's the end of the chapter. I'm gonna leave this stream here. I fucked up. I didn't save the spirit. I destroyed it. And now Suzu. I fucked up. I hope you guys like the stream. I hope you guys come back for more. Hopefully I will learn from my mistakes. So I'll see you guys later. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye.